Good morning class 6. This is your MB class. In the previous video we have started chapter 2 in your MB book, and chapter 2 is about the topic goodness is rewarding. In the previous video we have studied and I have already explained to you the first part of this chapter, goodness is rewarding, and in this video I am going to read and explain the next part of this chapter, goodness is rewarding. Okay, so now see what is the name of this topic that today we are going to learn, acts of goodness. So let's see what is acts of goodness. Let's read with me. Once upon a time there lived a poor farmer. Okay, once upon a time there lived a poor farmer. He had to work hard to earn his living. The farmer was working hard to earn money for his own lives. One day, while he was working at his farm, he heard a cry for help. One day, what's happened? One day, when the farmer was working at his farm, he heard someone was crying for help. He kept down his plow and rushed in the direction of the cry. The farmer kept down his plow with which he was working and ran in the direction from where the cry was coming. He saw the boy hanging from a cliff, struggling to come up and at the same time screaming for help. So see here what cliff means. Cliff means a steep rock face, especially at the edge of the sea. A steep rock face. This is called the steep rock face, especially at the edge of the sea. It means edge of the or side of the sea. Okay, this is called the steep rock face, and it is situated at the side of the sea or at the edge of the sea. The farmer saw that a boy was hanging from the rock. The farmer saw that the boy was hanging from the rock and he was trying to come out and he was crying for help. The farmer rushed to help him. Seeing this incident, the farmer went to help the boy. He gave his hand to the boy. And with a great difficulty saved the boy from a terrifying death. Okay? Terrifying means what? Terrifying means cause to feel extreme fear. Okay? Cause to feel extreme fear is called terrifying. The farmer gave his hand to the boy and with a great difficulty he could rescue the boy from this terrifying situation and he could save the life of the boy. On inquiring, he came to know that the boy was the son of a business tycoon and had come there for a picnic. Okay, after an inquiry, the farmer came to know that the boy was the son of a business tycoon. Business tycoon means what? A rich man who is related to business. Okay, a rich man who is related to business is called a business tycoon. Okay, after an inquiry, the farmer came to know that the boy whose life he had saved before some time was the son of a rich businessman, and the boy came there for a picnic. Soon a crowd gathered there. The teacher and other children were relieved to see the boy. The teacher and the friends of the boy get a relief to see the boy named Jayakant. Okay, the name of the boy was Jayakant. alive. The teacher and the friends of the boy got a relief after seeing the boy alive. They thanked the farmer and returned back. After that, the team who were going to make a picnic there thanked the farmer as he saved the life of the boy whose name is Jaykant, and they returned back. A few days later, a beautiful van stopped in front of the poor farmer's hut. Okay, after some days, a beautiful van of the rich businessman stopped in front of the poor farmer's home. Hut means small home. An elegantly dressed up man stepped out of the van. An elegantly dressed up man. Okay, elegantly means polished, pretty. Okay. So, an elegantly dressed up man came out from the van. He introduced himself as the father of Jaykant. The gentleman introduced himself to the farmer as the father of Jaykant, whom the farmer had saved a few days ago. Whose life Jaykant? Who was Jaykant? Jaykant was the boy whose life was saved by the poor farmer. The nobleman had come to show his gratitude. The nobleman, the rich businessman who was the father of Jaykant, came to the poor farmer to show his gratitude as the poor farmer saved the life of his son. He said to the farmer, "I want to repay you for saving my son's life." The gentleman said to the poor farmer that, "I want to pay you money. I want to pay you some valuable things because you have saved the life of my son." "No, I can't accept anything for what I did." Then the farmer replied to the gentleman, then the farmer replied to the rich businessman that, "I can't accept anything from you for what I have done. I can't accept anything from you as I have saved the life of your son. It's my responsibility to save a person's life. It's my responsibility to save a person's life, and I did that sincerely," replied the poor farmer. Just at that moment, his little son came out of the hut. When the farmer was talking with the rich businessman at that time, the little son of the farmer came out of the hut. He showed his test copy in which he had scored full marks. The little boy showed his test copy to his father, in which he had got full marks. He also said that the teacher had asked him to pay the school fee latest by tomorrow. The little son of the farmer informed his father that to pay the school fee latest by tomorrow. The nobleman looked at him and asked the farmer, "Is this your son?" The gentleman, the rich businessman, looked at the little boy of the farmer and asked the farmer that, "Is this your son?" "Yes, he is very intelligent and always comes first in his class." Then the farmer replied that, "Yes, he is very intelligent. His son is very intelligent and he always comes first. He always becomes topper in his class. His ambition is to become a doctor and serve the poor people," replied the farmer. The farmer replied that The ambition of his little son is to become a doctor, and after becoming a doctor, he wants to serve the poor people. Okay, then let's have a deal. Then the gentleman asked to the farmer, okay, it's okay. Then let's make a deal. Let me pay for your son's education. The rich businessman offered to the poor farmer that he wanted to carry all educational fees for his little son. If your son is intelligent, then he will become successful and make both of us feel proud, said the nobleman. The nobleman told to the poor farmer that if your son is really intelligent, one day he will become a successful person and we will be proud for this. Who told this? The rich businessman told this to the farmer that if your son is really intelligent, then I will carry all the educational fees of his school colleges. Then he will become a successful person definitely, and we will be proud for him in future. The farmer agreed. In this deal, the farmer was agreed. Later, the poor farmer's son was admitted to the best school of the country. After that, the poor farmer's son was admitted to the best school of the country. In the course of time, he graduated from the best medical college of the country and became a famous doctor. He joined a hospital and started serving the people there. After that, what happened? The rich businessman carried all the educational fees of the poor farmer's son, and the farmer's son was educated from the best school of the country and from the best medical college of the country. After that, the son of the farmer became a famous doctor and he joined a hospital and started serving the people there. One day, the nobleman became very ill. One day, the rich businessman became very ill. Various doctors visited him. Various doctors came to see him. All the doctors were of the opinion that his condition is very serious and he may not survive. All the doctors prescribed about the rich businessman that his condition is very serious and he may not survive. When the farmer's son heard this, he visited the nobleman. When the farmer's son came to know that the rich businessman was become very sick and all doctors prescribed him that his condition is very serious and he may not survive, at that time the farmer's son heard that news and came to him. He admitted him to his hospital and treated him. The farmer's son admitted the rich businessman at his own hospital and started to treat the man. In a few days, the nobleman was completely cured. Within a few days, the gentleman, the rich businessman, was completely cured. So children, you have seen how beautifully an act of goodness comes back to us. In this story, there is a chain of goodness. Since the farmer saved the nobleman's son, the nobleman financed his son to become a doctor. Since the nobleman helped a person to become a doctor, the same doctor saved his life. So always remember, when you help people, God helps you. For God everybody is equal and it is up to you to prove yourself. Okay, so students, what you have learned from this chapter, you have learned that goodness is a very precious thing. If you do good with others, others will do good with you. Okay, in this chapter we have seen that there is a chain of goodness. At first, the poor farmer saved the life of the son of the rich businessman. After that, the rich businessman carried all the educational fees of the poor farmer's son to become a doctor, to make him a doctor. Okay, after that, the same doctor who was the poor farmer's son saved the life of the rich businessman. This is the chain of goodness. So students, you have to do good, you have to do good behavior with others. If you do like that, other people will do with you good. So see the moral of the story. Be good to others, others will be good to you. If you do good with others, other people also will be good to you. So students, you have to study this chapter, you have to read this chapter properly, and you have to read properly this chapter 3 or 4 times. Okay.